back here on the Cover 3 podcast and fired up to be joined by all Big Ten selection, freshman All-American, Perich. How's it going, man?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Oh, we're awesome. Now, there's a lot to get excited about going into this season, but I first want you to reflect back on how last season went. What got you in the position to be able to convince Coach Fleck, like, I can do this all? Like, oh, we need to do special teams? I got that. We want to do some offense? I've got that. At what point during your progression as a player did you know that he was going to allow you to unlock everything as an all-purpose specialist?
Yeah, going into our last season, I reflect on that season, and I think we could have done better, but I'm very proud of what we accomplished that year. For me personally, I just came in and just kept my head down and just kept working. Anything they asked me to do, I was willing to do it, and I still have that same mindset now, and whatever they want me to do, I'm going to do.
I was talking to our producer before we went live, and he was like, who would you compare him to? I was like, it's kind of tough, like maybe like a Derwin James. Like, let me ask you, like, who do you compare yourself to, or who do you try to like model your game after?
Yeah, I mean, I like that Derwin James. I'm just trying to like get a little thing for everybody. You just watch everybody. Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins, Derwin James, Harrison Smith. You just try to take little things and just try to make your own game. And I think that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Brian Dawkins is a good pull, man. Like how old were you when Brian Dawkins was actually playing in the NFL? Like, were you just watching YouTubes, or what were we doing?
I don't think I've ever watched an actual game of Brian Dawkins, but that Weapon X. I mean, you see the highlights and that.
Absolutely.
You did probably see some games of Travis Hunter though last year winning the Heisman, and that's somebody who Colorado was using on both sides of the ball. You were being utilized on defense and special teams. Are there any plans in the works to maybe see if you can get some snaps on offense this year?
Yeah, I think it's all based on my ability and based on what I can do. And if I keep doing better, I'm going to keep doing what they want me to do. And anything they want me to do, I'm willing to do it.
Take us behind the scenes with Coach Fleck. Okay, I mean, this is a safe space. Don't worry, this is a Cover 3 podcast, so you can let us in, because obviously he's just got such a big, personality, right?
Yeah.
He has so much passion that he brings, and I get the sense that it's a motor that runs at the same speed all the time. Is that the truth, or can you sort of elaborate on what he's like when we're not around?
Yeah,
us unwashed media.
That's the full truth. I mean, I remember the first time I met him. I'm in his offense, and he's. So you ready to commit yet? Yeah, I mean, he stuck with that his whole time, and he's been the same person ever since the first time I met him. Energetic, and what he does on camera, he's off camera. He's the same exact person, and he's an amazing coach and even a better person.
Was it the USC game where you just went nuts?
I had a pretty good game that game.
You did. How did that feel? Like, just kind of. Not single-handedly, but you kind of had a pretty big part in taking down USC.
Yeah, we had, as a team, that was one of our better games we played all year. Taken down, I remember Devin Williams came with interception. Ethan Robinson with a fumble recovery. I remember we came together as a team that game, and we all just put together a really good game, and we came out with a win that game.
Now, in high school, you were a multi-sport athlete. You played football, but you also played basketball. You were in track, and you were a long jump champion, state champion, if I'm correct?
I was. Yeah.
So what I'm wondering is, a kid from Minnesota who ends up in Minnesota playing football, multi-sport athlete, no hockey? How did that happen?
Oh, you don't want to see me on the skates. I don't know. I grew up actually as a wrestler, so that's what my dad put me at as my winter sport. And I loved wrestling. It was very fun, and I love it right now. I just get my passion to UFC. But I switched over to basketball around second grade because it's more flashy.
Yeah.
What kid doesn't like basketball? And I'm very happy with my decision because I think if I was on skates, I would be way less athletic.
Corey, were you a Vikings fan growing up?
I was.
All right.
Team.
Let's hear it. Mount Rushmore of your favorite Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, wow.
4.
Harrison Smith.
Okay.
It's a good call.
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, obvious, yeah.
I like Jared Allen.
Yeah.
But this is the people I watch. I'm not going to put people that I watch. I like Chad Greenway. But I'm going to put a corner. Someone put Xavier Rhodes, except like the 20. His last season, I couldn't stand it.
There we go. Absolutely. Do you feel good about the upcoming season for the Vikings?
Yeah, it's all on JJ, I think.
Yeah.
I hope he's very good. I never wish upon my Vikings to do bad. I just wish they get one. Just get one, please.
Minnesota's one of the Big Ten teams, and there's a lot of them this year that are breaking in a quarterback, first-time starter. What can we expect out of your guy?
Yeah, Drake Lindsay. He's a very great leader, very good personality both on and off the field. He's really connected with the team, and he's really followed in Max Brosmer's footsteps, and I think he's going to be a very good player. In practice, he shows he's got the talent, and it's just up to him.
So what are you looking at? If looking back to last season, your first year, you didn't start until later in the year, but you were playing a lot for the final few months of the season, getting a lot of snaps. What's one area of your game where you were looking at this offseason saying, that's where I want to really focus on taking a step forward in my second season?
For sure tackling. I just think you should never miss a tackle. I mean, it's going to happen, but you got to limit literally any mistakes that you can. I think that's just the most important thing in football is just getting the person down and making them beat you and not beating yourself.
When you've had a little bit of turnover with the staff, what's the key to making sure that the message stays the same on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, our coaching staff is very impressive. Obviously, they're impressive, so they're going to get recruited by other teams. That's just how the college football works, and you got to be happy for them. They're looking to improve their career, just like Coach Debo, Coach Heatherman. Just getting in bigger and better positions. And what our staff does really well, they teach them from the ground up, and our culture there allows them to do that, and it's very impressive.
So going back to the tackling, what would you rather do just as a safety? What's a better feeling for you, intercepting a pass or decleating a guy?
Oh. It honestly depends on where it is. And if we're on 3rd and 15 and they throw a sideline ball, you got to hit them. But intercepting a ball in the college football world is very rare, so you got to do that.
What did the first time, like the college football stadiums, like on a Saturday, it's like like the cathedrals, right? I think about those game-changing moments as you talk about it in a college football interception. What did it feel like when you first started to hear those roars, right? When it first started, tens of thousands of Minnesota fans all going nuts. Or do you also like shutting up the fans when you go into somebody else's house? What was that experience of sort of playing on that big stage?
Yeah, our fans are great. They come in with passion each and every game. Like every single time I'm running out on the field, like you hear a roar from them. And they come in with fire and energy, and I love that about them. And I'm very excited for what they're going to come do this year. But I also love the away games too. They're just each and every game's fun in its own way.
You guys get Ohio State this year?
Yeah, we're at their place.
What's the plan if they scheme it up and you end up soloed on JJ?
Do it. Human against human. At the end of the day.
Sure he's human?
He is Coy Perich. He is a freshman All-American, first-team All-Big Ten selection, and a huge part of Minnesota's plans for success in the 2025 season. Coy, thank you so much for spending some time with the Cover 3 podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Coy.